Okay, good day class. You are welcome to Technical Drawing Made Easy. Today we are going to be looking at the topic geometrical constructions of angles. So we're looking at the subtopic construction of angles. We are going to be constructing 4 special angles. So I'll be showing you how you can construct these angles one by one. If you are able to construct these angles, you'll be able to construct other types of angle using the construction method. When you are asked to construct an angle, you are required, you are expected to use your pair of compasses. You are expected to use your pair of compasses and not to draw it out with a set square or a protractor. You are expected to be able to draw it, to construct it with a pair of compass. Is that okay? So I'll be showing you how you are able to do this. When you are making a construction of angles, you don't need to bother yourself about the length of the line. You don't need to bother yourself about the length of the line. You are just to be cautious of the radius of the compass. The distance between the leg of the compass is still leg, and the pencil is what we call the radius of the compass. So you are to be cautious of that. So I'll be starting with angle 90, which is the first one. I'll be starting with angle 90. So watch closely of how I'm going to construct angle 90. The first step is this. You are to draw a horizontal line of any length. I told you don't need to bother yourself about length when you are drawing an angle. When you are constructing an angle, you don't need to bother yourself about length. So the first thing you do is to draw a line. Draw a line. Remember, every construction starts from a horizontal line. Every construction starts from a horizontal line. So draw a line. On the line, you pick a point where you want your angle to be. You call the point O, for example. So after that, you take your pair of compasses. Take your pair of compasses, place it at point O, like this. So I've done. You place it at point O, like I've done. Then you extend the leg of your compass to any radius. Extend the leg of your compass to any radius. Then you draw a semicircle over. Can you see it now? You draw a semicircle over the line from point O. After you have done this, the next thing is for you to pick your point. The point where the semicircle, look at this. The point where the semicircle, look at this point. Where the semicircle meets the line, we call it point A. At the other side, there is another point formed. When the semicircle meets the line, we call it point B. Now, another question we need to answer is, what angle is formed on a straight line? What angle is formed on a straight line? That is 180 degree. 180 degree is formed on a straight line. Then what angle is in a semicircle? What angle is the sum of internal angles in a semicircle? That is also 180. So to get 90, we need to bisect 180, which is on a line and a semicircle. So we are using the line with the semicircle to get angle 90 degree. Do you get that now? So how do we bisect the angle 180 to get 90? So you'll be placing your compass. Look at it. Anytime you want to bisect, remember when we did bisection of line, place our compass at the end of the starting of the line. For example, here it is going to be A. At point A, place your compass at point A. Extend your compass more than half. Make sure your compass is more than half. Look at it. It's more than half of AB. Line AB. So it should be more than point O. Just make sure it goes more than point O. Then at point A, you strike an arc above like this. Good. You also go to point B. Place your compass at point B and strike another arc. Can you see that now? Place your compass at point B and strike another arc. Good. So you are going to be joining, look at it. What do we call this point? Where the two arcs meet is called the point of intersection. Can you see that point? Point of intersection. So we join the point of intersection. Look at it. Point of intersection to point O. Please, it should pass through the point. Your line should pass through that point. So we mark the angle we want to the right like this. Can you see it now? That is angle 90. So under it, you write angle 90 degree. Is that okay? So what is our steps? Let's look at our steps. First, our steps. First, we draw a horizontal line. 2, we pick a point O. Can you see that? 3, from point O, we draw a semicircle. Can you see that now? 4, from point A and B, we draw arcs above. Can you see that now? Good. Lastly, we join point O to the intersection. So we took only 5 steps to get angle 90. We took 5 steps to get angle 90. So I will go to angle 60 now. I'll go to angle 60 degrees. 60 degrees. So pay attention. We are going to be drawing angle 60 degrees. So number 2, angle 60 degrees. So what is the first thing? Who's going to tell me? Yes, you are correct. The first step is draw a horizontal line. Draw a horizontal line. That's the first thing you are going to do when you are asked to construct a horizontal angle. Draw a horizontal line like this. Can you see my own horizontal line? The next thing is you pick what? You pick a point. Can you see that now? Good. Then to draw a 60 degree, please take note of this. You are going to draw a semicircle, but at this time you have to watch the radius of your compass because it must not change. The radius of a compass must not change when you are drawing angle 60 degree. So you place your compass at point O like this. Can you see my own? Then you draw a semicircle across the line like this. Can you see that now? Place your compass. Yeah, you draw a semicircle like this. Good. Can you see that now? Good. After drawing the semicircle with the same radius which you use in drawing the semicircle, you call this point where the semicircle meets the line. We call it A. We call this point where the semicircle meets the line, we call it B. Then, with the same radius of the compass which you have used in drawing the semicircle, you go to point B. You place it on point B, like this. Can you see it now? Then you cut an arc on the semicircle. You cut an arc on the semicircle like this. Good. So you locate the point of intersection between the semicircle and the arc you have cut from B. So this is the point. Can you see that now? So what do? You join your point O. Look at point O here. You join. This is point O. You join it to that point of intersection like this. You join it to the point of intersection like this. Draw it up to show your angle. Then you label this point your angle 60. Can you see that? Underneath it, you also write angle 60 degree like this. Is that it? Right angle 60 degree like this. So you can see for angle 60 degree, what are the steps we took to achieve angle 60 degree. What are the steps we took to achieve angle 60 degree? First, we draw a horizontal line. Every construction starts from a horizontal line. Go 2. We pick the point O, where our angle is going to be 3. From point O, we draw a semicircle. Then on the semicircle, from point B, your own could also be A. Your own could also be A, depending on the side you are drawing the angle from. So from point B now, with the same radius, using drawing with same radius of the semicircle, choosing drawing the semicircle, you draw an arc to the semicircle. Draw an arc to the semicircle. Then you join point O to the intersection. Join point O to the intersection. Can you see it now? So it's a very simple step. Just 5 steps. So let's go to example 3, which is asking us to construct angle 45. To construct 45 is to bisect 90. Remember when we started, I explained that we used angle on a straight line, which is 180, angle in a semicircle, which is 180. We bisected the angle to get 90 degrees. So remember, from our bisection of line, we define bisection as the division of either a line or an angle. Bisection is to bisect. To bisect means to divide into 2 equal parts. I'll say that again. To bisect means to divide into 2 equal parts. So to get angle 90, we bisect angle on a straight line, which is 180. Then to get 45, you need to draw 90 first. Then you bisect 90 to get 45. I believe that is clear. I believe that is clear. Good. So let's start. How do we start? You can tell me again. We are drawing angle 45. Remember, every construction starts from a horizontal line. Every construction starts from a horizontal line. So I'm going to start with a horizontal line. Can you see my line? Good. The next step is for me to what? To just pick any point I want. It could be anywhere. Just pick a point at any convenient point. Call it O. I'm going to draw angle 90 first. So this is an angle on a straight line. It's 180. So I'm going to bisect that to get 90. The next step is from point O. I will draw a semicircle. When you're drawing a semicircle with your compass, you have to be very careful and make sure the legs of your compass are not shaking. So this point, you call it A, where the semicircle meets the line. This point, you call it B, where the semicircle meets the line. So from point A to bisect, you put your compass at the point A, you extend it more than half. That is bisection. You extend the compass more than half. You cut an arc above, you place it at B, you cut another arc. Can you see that now? So that is bisection. So I'm going to what? I'm going to join the intersection of the arcs here. I'm going to join it to point O. Can you see that? I'm going to join it to point O. But that is not what the question asks me. I've just constructed 90. I'm asked to construct 45 degrees. So what will I do? Look at this point. You locate another point on the semicircle. The point will be formed on the semicircle. So you watch out for that. So I have another point on the semicircle. So I'll call this point C. Call this point C. Can you see it now? So I have 90 here, I have 90 here. I can bisect anyone I want. So I'm going to do my own to the right. So to bisect point C is very simple. To bisect, just take your compass to point C. Can you see it now? Let it come like this. More than half of this arc, CB. Then, but don't let it go above it. More than half. You get it now? Don't let it go above it. Place it at point B, like this. Then strike an arc forward. Can you see my own? Good. At point C, strike another arc forward. Can you see my own? Good. So you place it at point B and point C. You strike arcs. Then we have an intersection here. Good. So you can now join from point O to the intersection like this. You can join from point O to the intersection. Can you see my own? Good. Then you label your arc here, your angle here. You call it 45 degrees. So you label and say angle 45 degrees. Good. So this is how to construct 45 degrees. You have your straight line, 180. You bisect 180 to get 90. After bisecting 180 to get 90, you bisect 90 again. You get 45. Is that clear? Good. Let's move on to the last exercise. Good. Let's move on to the last exercise. So how do we get 30? Anybody can tell me? Good. How do we get 30? Anybody? 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 Good. Good. That's correct. To get 30, we need to what? Bisect 60. Can you get that now? To get 30, we need to bisect 60. Good. So how do we get angle 30 degrees? We bisect 60 first. But we need to get 60. So the first thing is draw a horizontal line. Every construction starts from a horizontal line. You pick your what? You pick your point. You label it O. Excellent. Excellent. Now we are going to draw a semicircle. Next step is put your compass at point O and draw a semicircle. Can you see this? Good, excellent. To get 60, it must be with the same radius. This method is called trisection. It's called trisection. Look at it. Trisection. The first one I mentioned is bisection. Good. Bisection is to divide into 3 equal parts. Bisection is to divide into 2 equal parts. So to construct 60 degree, we have to trisect. So with the same radius, we have to use the same radius. So we label this point where the semicircle meets the line A. We label this point where the semicircle meets the line B. Good. Do you understand that now? So with the same radius of the semicircle, I used to draw the semicircle with the same radius. I place it at any of the points A or B, and I cut the arc. Can you see that now? I cut an arc on the semicircle. So the next step is for me to join the point of intersection of the semicircle and the arc with point O, which is the point of origin. So I'll join it like this. Good. So I have my point 60. I have my point 60. Good. But that is not what we are asked to construct. We are asked to construct 30. So to construct 30, I need to what? Bisect. That means divide into 2. So I'll go to call this point C. So to bisect 60, I'll place my compass at point B. I'll let it not be more than BC, but more than half. So I'll come here, I'll cut an arc forward, I'll come to C, I'll cut another arc forward. Can you see that now? Bisection is the same, it's the same method. Just place it at the 2 points of the angle and draw your arcs forward. Let it intersect. Where the point where it intersects, you join it to the origin O. So the point where it intersects, you join it to the point O, like this. Good. Can you see that? So the angle formed here is what is angle 30 degrees. The angle formed there is angle 30 degrees. So the right angle 30 degree, angle 30 degree. So we have come to the end of construction of angles. Construction of special angle 90, angle 60, angle 45, angle 30. Now remember that to get angle 45, we what? We bisect 90 degree. To get angle 30 degree, we bisect 60 degree. Can you see that? You can go ahead. What if I want to get angle 22 and half? What will I do? I will bisect 45 degree. Do you see that? What will I do when I want to get angle 15 degree? I will bisect 30 degree. Good. If you have any question, please post it in the comments below. You can post it on the comment. I will answer your question. Please like, comment, and share the page. Thank you.